Sidney N. Shure. The fact that he used his name on the company was something that he was very proud of. And that was one of the reasons they decided to keep the quality so high, was that it was my family name. He believed that the reasonable customer was always right. He believed that you always told customers the truth. He believed that if you educated the customer, that they would come back to you time and time again. And he believed that you should never do anything against your own moral code, which is really quite unusual. Those are still beliefs that we have now and live through the actual people that work here and also through Mrs. Shure. In this building here in Niles, we have everything to do the research and develop new microphones, be they wired or wireless or other products. So, besides lots of cubicles and offices, we have the two anechoic chambers. We have a large RF chamber and a smaller RF chamber, which is used for antennas, testing antennas. We have a complete machine shop, so we can actually make prototypes using lathes and computer-controlled milling machines as well. We have a recording studio. We have a listening room, which we're in right now. We have a 144-seat theater, which we can actually do real live testing of products in theater applications as well. And complete quality assurance labs. So pretty much everything that we need from A to Z. We don't do manufacturing here, but development of all the products from the beginning to the end, it can be done here. The 30s was a great time to get into microphones because there was two-way radio, which came about for police and fire and taxi cabs, and they needed microphones. And of course, at the end of the decade 1939 was the Unidyne microphone, which pretty much put us on the map. The Unidyne really changed the way microphones were made. In fact, today, directional microphones around the world, 99% of them are probably use the uniphase principle, which underlies the Unidyne principle. So the Unidyne in the first 13 years of existence, from 39 to 52, pretty much became the dominant directional microphone that was out there. That's why you see so many of them. World War II started in 1939 in Europe, but the United States became involved in December 1941. And when that happened, there was a need for microphones to be used for pretty much everything. Military vehicles, aircraft, and so forth. So Shure got approached by the government, and for the military, we built throat microphones for pilots, kind of handheld microphones for vehicles, and also headphones, which would then used mainly for aircraft. And that's what got us into building things to military spec, because you can think about it, if one of those items failed, you could lose a pilot, you could lose a whole squadron, lives were available, would be dependent upon that. So we started building things to military specifications because of the war effort. When the war ended, Mr. Shure had realized that by doing this, by using military specs, our return rates went down, our scrap rates went down, cost you a little bit more up front, a little more engineering time and so forth, but the end result was more reliable products. And he said, why don't we do this for consumer products as well? And that's the primary reason our products are still considered so reliable. It's the reason that the White House Communications Agency owns 400 SM-57s. And uses them for the President of the United States and has for the last 40-some years. And that really is what stands out. And that's why I think we have such a good reputation, is that the stuff always works.